Okay, hello everyone and welcome to today's meeting. Basically, this meeting is called to show you guys with a solution that we've come up with for the ID verification problem. Basically, the problem was because when an ID is logged in at different locations, Google finds it difficult to verify and it eventually locks down the ID. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the IDs on the Data Nomad server. You're going to connect to it remotely and you're going to work on that. So the ID stays logged in at one place, but can be accessed from different places. So let's just start. I'll start off by sharing my screen with you all. Okay. So, okay. Whenever somebody is assigned an ID, we give somebody an ID that, okay, you can work on Levantine user 101, 102, or whatever. Their names will be mentioned right here. They're going to come to this IDs sheet. You may not be able to change anything over here, but you can take your IDs from this sheet. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up remote desktop connection. Okay, type this as computer name, and you can add in your username using this column. Be sure that you're using the right username for the right ID. Do not open Levantine 102 with DN user 1. Do not open Levantine 105 with DN user 2. Keep the sequence as it is. If you want to work on user 101, you're going to use this username along with this password. Okay, so let's just start. I've already done this, so I will take this one. Okay, connect. It's going to ask you for the password, which is data nomad 123. Okay, so here, first of all, it's 1 second. Okay, so first the segmentation worker comes in. What he's going to do is going to open up Google Chrome, go to the guest window as we used to, type in the link over here and come to this. Password and sign in. Come to worker task and start working. Guys, the rest of the procedure is exactly the same. The only thing added here is this remote desktop connection. Okay, so same problem with this ID. Let's just mark this red. Try this one. Using this. So we're gonna have to close this remote connection first.
मैं आपको लिंक पे भेजा मैं ये रिव्यू वाले फोल्डर्स किस जगह पे बना के रखूं जरा मुझे आप जरा इसका वो बताना सर ये रिव्यू फोल्डर्स आप बनाने
Okay, so we're in and let's just open up the Loft. Copy this link from
picture animations
and just paste it over here and hit enter. Okay, so the segmentation worker has successfully landed on his task now. So what he needs to do next is go back over to your this form, which is this one. Okay, I will share this link with you guys again. Most of you may already have it. And just paste it. So you're going to add your name, your Vita ID, your worker ID, which is type of this kind of the ID, your task duration, your task length, and one thing added here is the date you assign your task. Okay, and you submit. Now, when you're going to submit your form is when you have landed on this screen, your task is open, and you have set it on in progress. That means you started working on this. So as soon as you grab a task, you're going to submit your form. What that is going to do is it's going to come to this sheet. Okay, so this main sheet has been changed. So these are the form responses for the segmentation team. Okay. So after submission, what you need to do is you're going to come to this sheet and you're just going to change this status to assigned. And when you're done, when you're complete, you're going to come to this and you're going to change the status on complete, and your submission is complete for the task. Now from here on, the work goes to the transcription team. So that is basically going to be managed by the team managers, which are Saf and Mutahir. Saf is, I think, here with us today.
Yes.
So, okay, Saf, now from this point onward, it's all your job. What you're going to do is you're going to come, when you see a task that is complete, you're going to write your worker's name over here, and you're going to set the status on assigned. And when they complete, you're just going to change this status to completed. And when I see that some task is over here, this part is going to come from the Google form. And when I see complete over here and complete over here, I will submit it to the reviewers, and you will see submitted written over here. So that means the task has been done by the segmentation team, transcription team as well, and has been submitted to the reviewer. Okay, so the points to keep in mind is that segmentation worker is over here on this remote desktop. Okay, They're going to finish their work. They're going to save. They can even leave everything open and just close from over here. Then the transcription worker is going to come in and they're going to copy the ID and everything from this same sheet, which is this one. They're going to use same credentials and land on this screen. So they will find, they can open up the ID from here on the Wi-Fi platform and everything. They can open it from here. Now, what is the benefit of using the server is that the ID is logged in at only this one place, okay? And the workers that come, they're accessing it remotely from different locations. So this will eliminate the verification issue that we've been going through for the past 2 or 3 days. So if anybody has any question regarding this or anything that you want to add up, feel free to ask.
Okay, the first question here for this remote connection. I mean, this we will just use this for the team that will work on the segmentation and transcription separately, right? Not with all
Yeah.
the current.
Yeah, the current 35 people who are doing the complete task, they stay on the system they're already working on.
Right.
Nothing changes for them.
Okay, fine. And one more thing regarding this remote connection, we didn't use it before. So, is it safe? I mean, for the people data, their own data on their, I mean, computers.
Yeah, basically, you guys are working on the company server and you won't have access to anything other than Google Chrome because that is the only work you need to do over here. You cannot go into the folders, you cannot change anything with the computer settings or anything. You can just use Google Chrome.
Right. And doesn't this affect, I mean, the speed and the computer itself? I mean, if I'm accessing the remote connection at the same time I'm on my server or whatever, does this
No,
affect the
no, it
computer?
doesn't affect because the machine that is being used for the server is with very high specs and it can handle up to 10 users at a time. So as you can see on this main sheet, you can see 1 to 10. These are the 10 users created for the server. Okay. One time the segmentation worker is going to be on this. That means no other transcription worker can be on this remote connection at that time. As soon as it releases it, and how you're going to find out that he has released it is by this status. If it's on assigned, it means no transcription worker can go on to this user and do anything with this ID. Once you see that it has been changed from assigned to complete, that means the segmentation worker is out of the system at the moment and your transcription worker can come in and he can do work on this remote desktop and go back to doing the transcription and everything on this ID.
Right. Okay. For this, what the workers need to do just to search here, find the remote connection. They will just put the username plus the
Yeah.
password. That's it for them.
Yeah, I'll
Then
show
they
you
will.
one more time for convenience. You just type in remote desktop and here you can click on this and change the user with this. Okay, right now we're
They
using.
also need, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. They also need computer name, which is zainuddintariq.natal.net colon
Yeah,
three
that's
three
close
nine.
enough.
Yeah, and then username and password, and it won't slow down your local computer. I think Saf asked the same question, so it won't slow down.
Okay. Right.
Okay, so just click on here and enter the password, which is, sorry, 803, and that's done. You're on the system now.
Okay. Great. Okay, now the segmentation team will start, and
Yeah.
we just need to look on this sheet once their own task or the task are completed. Then this our transcription team will start, right?
Yeah, yeah. And basically moving all of this to this one single sheet is because so that we don't have to deal with two form submissions and everything. The worker submits the form as soon as he assigns the task, and when he's complete, you can just write in your worker's name and change the status with this. Once this is complete, I'll find out that the task is done and is ready for submission.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Well, one last question on this circle. I mean, the segmentation team will start on the task completed,
Yeah.
assigned to the transcription team, and once
Yeah.
completed, it will go back again
To
to
the
the
segmentation
segmentation.
team.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay, all right. It means it's just task by task.
Yeah.
Um, right, yeah.
Yeah, it may add in a little bit of the time for waiting. For example, like this user, they're doing segmentation right now. So the transcription worker who's going to work on this may have to wait till the segmentation completes. But this eliminates the verification issue. And secondly, the overall output of the project is going to increase because on the rough figures, I have calculated that I'm managing the Punjabi team the same way. Segmentation team is different and the transcription team is different. And the average on a person is it's when a person does complete task, their average is 0.4 hours a day. And when the segmentation part is done separately and the transcription is done separately, the average of the same ID turns out to be 0.65. So that's a huge difference when you calculate it on 30 to 40 people and everything. So that will speed the work up and it will make the work very easy for the transcription team once they already have the segments made. And guys, here I need to inform the segmentation team because I've recently experienced this, that the workers, they assign themselves tasks, they do some part of the segmentation and they leave the rest out. Okay, I've caught this on the Punjabi team for at least 2 to 3 users. So if I find anyone doing this kind of stuff, that doing half the segmentation and leaving the rest for the transcription team, I will simply remove that person without any notice and without any pay for their previous work, because this is seriously, this is straight away cheating. And if the transcription worker is going to correct all of the segmentation and everything, so there's no point of the segmentation worker to be separate. So you have to
Yes,
be careful. If you take a task,
I
you have
was
to
I
complete
was
it.
about to yeah ask for this because what happened, yeah, if the transcription find some not by mean but or in purpose, but if the transcription, the segmentation team made mistake, I mean they have um, like didn't make the segments or the turns from the right position, or it like might be some errors here on the segmentation, what will happen?
Okay, for very short errors, very small errors, errors are basically not the big problem. Leaving the work undone is a problem. If somebody has done segmentation wrong, you can report it back to me and I will tell the worker to go back and fix all of the mistakes. And then the transcription worker starts working on that task. But if some segmentation worker is leaving the work half, I mean, like, even if they've left 10 seconds of the audio wave unsegmented, you're going to report me and I'm going to remove that worker, because the segmentation team we have for this project are experienced on Loft 1.0. They worked a lot on this tool, so they won't be making a lot of mistakes. But if they leave the work incomplete, then that is a very big problem.
Okay, right.
Okay, guys, anyone from the segmentation team would like to ask something, they can unmute their microphones and they can ask their questions.
Asan, can you hear me?
Yes.
Segmentation team also use the remote desktop system.
Yeah, everyone is going to use the remote desktop for these Arabic IDs because these have been giving very too
But
much
you
issue.
previously assign a ID, so I haven't completed my task, so I will uh, use this remote system to join it again, yeah, or otherwise.
You can open it up on the remote desktop as well. It doesn't matter.
Okay, thank you.
Or one thing you can do is you can complete that task, and after that, whatever work you do, you're going to come to this remote desktop connection and then you're going to work.
Okay, sure.
Okay, anyone else?
No, from our side it's fine, just let us know once I mean the segmentation team oh we'll have the we have access to the sheet, so okay, we'll see from
Yeah,
there.
I will share you the sheet and I will share the permissions for you to edit. Let me show
Yes.
you which columns I'm going to allow you. These columns, these up till here. No one else is going to be able to edit anything in this. So guys, segmentation team, be careful of your form submissions. After here, the segmentation team can edit this column. They can change their status to assigned and complete. on the other hand, the transcription managers, which is Saf and Mutahir, I will allow you guys to edit these two segments.
Right.
Okay, so when you see something completed over here, you can ask your worker to log in the remote ID and start working. And how you're going to find those remote IDs is this sheet. Okay, you will find the data for every ID over here.
Right.
Okay, guys, so hopefully this is not very much complicated. Only one thing added here is the remote connection. The rest of the work has been made very easy. You just have to submit one form, everything will come here, and then you just have to change your status according to your work. If you're completed, mark it complete. If you're currently working on it, mark it as assigned. There is nothing else that you need to do.
All right.
So segmentation team, report in the WhatsApp group and take the IDs and start working. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming, and hope you all have a very good night.
Thank you.
Much.
You're welcome.